Hey everybody, it's Grandpa Bobby.
And Grandpa Scott.
Now, if you followed our journeys on Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady to the Mediterranean and to the Caribbean, you know we've done several warm weather cruises. But for the next 7 days, we're trying something different.
Yes, we're going to take on a cold weather cruise up to Alaska.
What will that be like? Now, what we're going to do in this video is we're going to compare whether we're warm weather cruisers or cool weather cruises. And we're also going to compare this new brilliant lady to our old friend Scarlet Lady.
Yeah, you know, I kind of feel I already have an idea.
No. We're going to save that verdict till the very end of the video, so you're just going to have to follow along to see the results.
Guess so.
So on our cruises in the Mediterranean and the Caribbean, we were packing tank tops, t-shirts, flip-flops. But here, we're packing sweaters? And we're packing raincoats. We're even packing gloves and hats. Now, what I gotta ask you is the rock star vibe gonna translate to the Great White Northern Way? So it's sail away time. We've got our champagne, and the city of Seattle is slowly disappearing in the distance, so it's off to Alaska.
As the clouds gathered, the party moved indoor, where we got to reconnect with our dear friend, the Grand Lady of the Seas, Cara Couture.
After sail away, we got to see our extra-large sea terrace cabin. On previous Virgin Voyages cruises, we had stayed in a suite, so it's not fair to compare. Although we have to say we really like the modern lines of this cabin, and it had plenty of outlets, which is important for a content creator. The bathrooms were also clean and spacious and plenty of room for both of us. There was a separate toilet compartment, as well as a separate shower compartment, and of course it featured the famous rain shower head.
And of course it would not be a Virgin ladyship without the red hammock.
So Grandpa, let's head outside and see if there have been any design tweaks or changes to Brilliant Lady. One thing different on Brilliant Lady is that they've changed the cushions along the rear of the ship so they face outward instead of in. Makes a heck of a lot more sense to me. Another difference between a warm weather cruise and an Alaskan cruise is that there are a lot fewer people on the upper decks. And it's a lot more windy. We finally found a little windbreak in this cabana. Now, I'll tell you the difference between a warm weather and a cool weather cruise. On a warm weather cruise, you would never find one of these open. They would be occupied from dawn until dusk.
Yeah, for me, that's one of the advantages of a cold weather cruise.
There you go, one advantage, open cabanas.
I was born in a cold weather area, so I'm used to it.
I'm a desert rat. I love the heat.
Another difference between a warm weather cruise on Virgin and an Alaska cruise on Virgin is this pool area would be covered in towels, people reserving spots. And as you can see right now, you'd have no trouble getting a sunbed.
It seems like there are a lot more art installations on Brilliant Lady than on Scarlet Lady, and we think it adds a lot of fun.
I am so exhausted. I just completed a mile, 6 laps around this deck. Not.
Okay, folks, do we believe him?
I said not. Well, we finally got some sun, and Grandpa was one of the first ones out on the deck to get a little color on his face. And talk about some comparisons. While Grandpa Bobby got some sun on his face, this worker helped keep the Brilliant Lady spick and span.
And yes, the sun did come out occasionally for some hardy sunbathers to enjoy the pool. And when it's bright and sunny out, there's nothing as fun as being outdoors on the deck and checking out the view.
Hey, Grandpa, are you seeing any whales?
Not yet. I think they're a little shy today.
I gotta tell you guys, this little bit of sunshine is just incredible to have. It feels really warm on your body, and you know, you got the breeze from the ocean, but it's not that cold. We're like in t-shirts, but the ocean is like glass.
Okay, Grandpa, what you up to? Booking another trip? We love walking the upper decks of Brilliant Lady and just enjoying the fresh sea air.
It does. It's just, fills your lungs.
Nothing like it.
Another change is that the lifeboats have been recessed further into the ship, making it easier for her to pass through the Panama Canal. At 125 feet, she's still the same width as all her other sister ships.
So, Grandpa Bobby, that takes care of the outside of Brilliant Lady, but what did we find different on the inside?
One thing I noticed in the social club is that the shuffleboard had been relocated, making way for tables for games and conversations.
A major overhaul took place on Deck 7 in the roundabout. The DJ booth and record store are gone, so are several partitions. It just opened up the space and made it more like a lounge area where people could gather and talk. Loved these on Scarlet Lady. This is what you get on Brilliant Lady, minus Grandpa Scott.
When it comes to food, there's really no difference in the quality between Scarlet Lady and Brilliant Lady. They have over 20 eateries to choose from, and they're all Michelin star quality. You can't go wrong.
All the gourmet food that is on Brilliant Lady. And what does Grandpa Bobby order? A peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
What can I say? I like what I like, and I love my PB&J. So what is Grandpa Scott having? He's having a vegetarian hamburger with a side of bacon? What do you have to say for yourself, Grandpa?
You like what you like. I like bacon.
We don't want to bore you by describing every mouthful we ate on a 7-day cruise. And because we're in smaller, intimate restaurants, we didn't feel it would be polite to talk while we're filming our meal. So we're just giving you a little overview of all the calories we consumed.
Okay, Grandpa Bobby?
Yes.
You seem to be going like this and like this and like this. What's up with you?
I'm rocking and rolling. There's a little bit of a roll tonight, but nothing major.
Are you talking a little roll?
Oh, please, don't be a sissy.
We both, when we were walking down the corridor, we both looked like we had been on a 5-week stupor.
That's just your hips, Wade. You do that naturally.
Don't listen to him, folks. It's a little choppy out there, and the boat she's rocking.
It's Alaska, for God's sake. What were you expecting?
Moose, elk, bear,
and vigorous ocean
Vigorous
sea. Virgin Voyages has really upped its entertainment game. On Brilliant Lady, they have a new show called Diva Goes West, featuring our absolute favorite Cara Couture, and as always, she was fabulous.
all my sisters, keep it complete. Let me get a big hell yeah for a redneck girl like me. Hell yeah. How are you today, guys?
A new cabaret show offered only on Brilliant Lady is called Up With a Twist, and is offered in the Manor.
Sit in Lady Valentine's Emporium of Excess. There's a great band, of course, a temptress.
This extra paid dinner theater offers a 3-course meal and 5 cocktails, but don't worry, you can get non-alcoholic versions. They offer sword swallowers, fan dancers, acrobatics, and everything in between.
And the audience gets to pick the ending of the show. Time for an ice cream cone before we head in for the next show.
It's time for Bingo with a Diva!
I can't wait.
Bingo with a Diva is a highlight of any Virgin Voyages cruise. The place was packed, every seat filled, and they had to turn people away. And of course, it is hosted by our darling Cara Couture, and you can win some real money here. In fact, this lady won $2,800.
Hey everybody, if you're enjoying our video of our Alaskan cruise, we'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe to our channel.
And give us a like.
And while you're at it, how about giving us a hype?
And we'd appreciate it if you have any comments to put them in the comment section below. We love hearing from you.
And if you've ever been on an Alaskan cruise, let us know what you think about it.
Oh yeah, we'd like to hear that. We kick off our port section of the video with our first stop in Ketchikan, Alaska.
Welcome to Ketchikan, Alaska.
The salmon capital of the world. Now that's what I call a real bear hug.
We're entering the historic area called Creek Street, which is where Ketchikan first started in the early 1900s, and where reputably all the cat houses were located.
So why isn't it called Ketchikat?
Creek Street is a really great place to spend a couple hours just wandering around. Yeah, it's got a lot of tourist items and trinkets, but you know, it still gives you a real sense of the character of what it was like back in the early 1900s.
It's a great place just to stroll, look at the shops. Again, you can just buy anything you want. T-shirts, salmon, anything your heart's desire.
So this is the infamous Dolly's house, or cat house as I mentioned earlier, where both men and salmon come upstream to spawn. Gotta love that. Normally there's a tram running here, and of course you know your grandpas would have taken it all the way to the top, but unfortunately it's closed for maintenance.
What a joy it was to port in Ketchikan to catch their July 4th parade. Yellow school buses are a real thing.
Happy 4th of July from Ketchikan, Alaska!
Happy 4th of July! Woo!
From where?
From Ketchikan, Alaska!
So, we're here in Ketchikan, Alaska at the incredible Pioneer Cafe.
It's a perfect little diner just to grab a coffee, and we're gonna have a piece of cherry pie in honor of 4th of July.
Well, and the coffee too.
Coffee in honor of my poor tired feet.
Can't begin to tell you what a joy Ketchikan has been. The people have been wonderful, and we so lucked out. Besides all of like really great tourist things to see and the historical things to see, we got to see what, Grandpa?
An amazing 4th of July parade. Something like I haven't seen since my childhood. You know, we sometimes plan excursions when we're in Port Town just to make the places memorable. But you know, you really don't need it in Ketchikan. The historic area is so charming.
Yeah, the Creek Street is
Yeah,
so charming.
the people are so warm and friendly. We really recommend it.
It's very much worth the stop. and we're in a great time. And you know what? The weather has been overcast, but it's Alaska.
Yeah, but it's been mild.
It hasn't been raining.
No. So,
Misty.
what's been the most memorable thing you took away from today?
Oh, I have to admit, the parade, because it's like you, I mean, I was a young boy when I saw a city parade like this. I mean, we're not talking about the Gay Pride Parade or the Rose Parade or any of those huge
Homemade
parades.
parade.
But a homemade parade like you had here in Ketchikan with all the wonderful people and a bagpipe.
Yeah,
They started it off with the bagpipe, and that stole my heart.
And you know what? For me, I loved watching the native peoples marching, proudly saying, "I'm an American," and that was really meaningful.
Yeah, my country, we were here first. All right, guys. Well, I see our prize here, and so we're going to dive in, but continue to follow us, okay? Bye. Our next stop was Sitka, Alaska, and this stop was going to be where we celebrated Grandpa Bobby's 70th birthday with a few friends. That will be its own video, so look for it soon.
After my birthday extravaganza in Sitka, we were excited about our sailing tomorrow into Endicott Arm and Dawes Glacier. We found it hard to sleep, so we decided to take a stroll along the ship's upper deck to see what midnight looked like this far north. The fjord is amazing, and a little liquid sunshine isn't going to spoil our fun, eh, Grandpa?
Yeah, we're here in Endicott Arm, and we're going up to Dawes Glacier. It is a bit brisk, a little
chilly too. You can see we're layered up
Yes.
for July.
Welcome to summer in beautiful Alaska.
It is stunning.
Having a good time, Grandpa?
I'm having a fabulous time.
Yeah. Hey, did you have a good time at your birthday
I
party
had
yesterday?
a wonderful time. I'm having a wonderful birthday cruise.
Yeah.
Best way to turn 70, I say.
We actually thought the upper decks would be more packed with people as we entered Endicott Arm, but they weren't. This is why we came on this Alaska cruise, and nothing was going to stop us from seeing these incredible views. And lucky for us, the rain was being held at bay. Right, Grandpa Bobby? Grandpa Bobby?
First told me that he was taking me on a July summer cruise for my birthday. Well, let's just say this wasn't the first outfit that I thought to pack. Endicott Arm was amazing with powerful waterfalls everywhere, building up to the final climax of Dawes Glacier and the blue ice. And we weren't rushed. The captain of Brilliant Lady held us there for at least a good hour. This is the one time the hot tub actually looks inviting.
Welcome to Canada. We're in Prince Rupert along the Canadian border. We're actually 30 miles south of Alaska, but we're making a stop here to visit our Canadian friends.
That's our ship, Brilliant Lady. And one of the things I love about it is that at every port we didn't have to take a tender in, unlike some ships that will remain nameless. Okay, is that tacky of me, Grandpa?
That's a funny thing to say as another boat's tinder just arrives.
Timing is everything.
An eagle is atop the radio tower watching over the town. So we're now taking Cow Bay Road and we're going on up to the historic 3rd Avenue, the historic center of town.
Okay, so here we have the cow tub at Cow Bay and Prince Rupert. Who could ask for anything more?
City Hall sits at the very top of the hill. It's Art Deco in style, and the inscribed friezes are of native animals. The totem poles represent symbols that are important to the family that would erect this outside their house and include killer whales, upside down people, crows, and all sorts of mythical animals.
So we're coming close to the end of our cruise, unfortunately. And we thought we'd just take a moment to sit down and talk about the vibe we've been feeling on this ship.
Yeah, it has been incredible.
Yeah. And I've noticed a little different than some of our warm weather cruises. On a warm weather cruise, people are constantly outside battling for those chaise lounge chairs.
The pool, the jacuzzi.
Yeah. But on this cool weather cruise, people are indoors a lot more. And to me, it lends more of a collegial spirit. It's kind of like people get together more, they chat, they play games.
Yeah, a lot of gameplay.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Board games, card games. People are interacting with one another rather than being more separated on their chaise lounge or in the pool. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. And you could see little small groups kind of coming together, different travelers from that hadn't known each other before, and like they're sitting sharing a table, they're sharing a drink, a cocktail, all over Brilliant Lady.
Yeah, and I've also noticed this has been more frequent handy-capable people on board here, and I think maybe because they don't feel that they have to go to a beach, that they feel a little more comfortable on board, and it's been great. People have been very accommodating.
Oh yeah, and Virgin Voyages has made it as comfortable as possible and as easy as possible for those in a wheelchair or those in walkers to actually get on and off board.
Yeah, the energy here has been great. Now, the weather hasn't been picture perfect, but that really hasn't stopped the vibe. It's been very positive. People excited to point out whales or big floating masses of ice.
Yeah, very much so. So, Grandpa, overall, scale of 1 to 10.
Well, we're not going to give our verdict yet.
I always want to rush.
No. You're all just going to have to wait for our verdict on cool weather versus warm weather. But so far, the vibe has been great.
What do all these red lights mean?
It's Scarlet Night! And everybody has come out to play.
Giving me life like your air and I breathe it out.
You guys have your own.
You want to kick us off? All right, give it up for sequence is truly the light of me, that they look beautiful. Sheer
Well, folks, it looks like our...
I wouldn't say... Oh, cool.
Is Princess ready?
In a minute. Okay.
Well, folks, it looks like our 7-day Alaska cruise on Virgin Voyages Brilliant Lady is coming to a close. We dock tomorrow. Tonight's our last night.
Yeah.
But to celebrate, our lovely friend Cara Couture sent
diva
the
of the
diva
ship.
of the ship, not to name drop, sent us a bottle of champagne to celebrate. So here's to her, and here's to a wonderful cruise.
Cara, we love you. You're wonderful. And if you haven't seen Cara yet, what a performer. Oh, mucho talented.
Look for her in the future.
Yes. Oh,
She's going places.
she is going places.
But anyway, down to business.
1 minute. Business. Yeah, not this business.
All right. Sip first. Okay, now that we're lubricated, we promised you verdicts.
stuff, too.
Yes, on a number of things. We want to talk about the room,
Yes.
the ship, the food, the vibe, the crew, and our overall opinion on which is the better cruise, warm weather or cool weather. So let's first start with the room. This was a lovely room we were in. We were in a balcony room, and I will tell you, I love the decor. You can see in the video that we shot, it's very clean and modern. What do you think, Grandpa?
I loved it. Clean, modern lines.
And best of all, for content creators, it had plenty of outlets.
Thank you. Outlets, USB ports.
Very, very helpful. So
Yay,
kudos
Virgin.
to that. Now, on the other hand, Scarlet Lady, when we were on it both times before, we had Rockstar Suites. So it's not really fair to compare. But in the end, gotta say, is what it is. And Scarlet Lady is the winner, in my opinion.
Well, if you're going to do that, suite to the regular balcony cabin, yes.
Oh, well, so that's
But you know what? You can't go wrong.
No,
You know,
that's right.
if you can't swing it in the Rockstar Suites, which is totally okay, you're going to love this cabin.
Yeah.
It was big, it was spacious.
And the best thing, all of them have the wonderful red hammock, which we'll show you pictures of. We enjoyed it. I love that hammock.
Who knows? They may be seeing it right now as we talk.
There you go. Okay, so next we want to talk about the ship. Now, as you may know, Brilliant Lady, this is her first year sailing, whereas Scarlet Lady's been out for a little while. But so what do you think? Comparison of
Are
the
you
two
calling
ships.
Scarlet an old lady?
Well, she's younger than you, so she's a baby.
Who isn't?
What'd you think?
You know, I really enjoyed the ship. There's been some modifications. Nothing that distracts from what we love Virgin Voyages ladyships about. They did do some things. They put where the big shuffleboard used to be there in the game area.
Yeah, they moved that.
They moved that out, and then they put a bunch of gaming tables where you could sit with friends, play cards, or put puzzles together. And it was really inviting. We saw a lot of people using that area.
Yeah, plus they opened up what they call the 7th floor rendezvous area, which is the main central port, and had more comfortable seating. So it was a lot more comfortable, and it didn't feel crowded at all. So on this hand, I think I'm going to have to give it to Brilliant Lady.
Well, we're not done yet.
Why?
Well, because we didn't talk about it outside where they made some changes.
Oh.
And one of the things that I really loved about it is in the aft boat.
He's so smart.
Nautical to a fault. In the aft, on Scarlet Lady, the back had all of the seats facing inward.
The big giant
big seats. And you'll see, you can see it in the video. And on Brilliant Lady, they flipped it around so that you're actually looking out at the view, and you can get some great views of the wake. And those of you who know my love of cruising, I love a good wake.
Wait a minute. The wake of the ship.
The wake of the ship.
Edit that one out.
Not a dark wake.
Oh, and you know what the interesting thing is? There's been a lot of these rumors that Brilliant Lady was made narrower so that she could fit through the Panama Canal. But your grandpas did their research, and we found out that all the ships in the Lady class are 125 feet wide, so they'll all fit through the Panama Canal. And a little hint, that's going to be very important to us, but we're not giving away anything too soon.
Yes. We should have had a few inches knocked off us.
I wish we could. But anyway, I think that comes to say that Brilliant Lady is probably an improved ship. Although one thing, they left off the thing you liked.
Yes, one thing I loved on Scarlet Lady was the round lights in by between the coffee place, the coffee place
And the dock.
and the dock. They had the 4 round signs that said play, love.
And they had
oh,
swings. We'll try and see if Grandpa can dig up some video
Yeah.
and put a picture of that here. That's the only thing. I wish they had not eliminated that.
Other than that, beautiful ship. Beautiful ship.
So, vote goes to Brilliant Lady.
Yeah. And for me, slow down, Grandpa. For me, that has to do a lot with the additional seating, especially on this Alaska cruise where we didn't have the best weather for 6 days.
You never do in Alaska.
6 to 7 days. And so people found themselves being inside a lot, but there was ample room to sit.
Yeah.
And
That made a big difference.
was a real plus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, can I go on?
Yes, you can.
Because it's my favorite topic, food. What did you think of the food?
Where do I begin? Like at breakfast? The food here, of course, is top notch. That's one of the joys of traveling on Virgin Voyages. The food, so far from ship to ship, has been consistently fantastic.
Yeah, Michelin quality.
Absolutely.
If you're a gourmand or just a good eater like we are, you'll really enjoy Virgin Voyages, whichever ship. So I think, Grandpa, we're going to have to give that one a tie.
Yeah. It's just good food on the 2 ships we've been on.
So let's talk about the overall vibe of a cool weather cruise versus a warm weather cruise. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, as you know, Grandpa Bobby kind of was a warm weather person. And, I kind of like the cooler weather. But I have to say, after 6 days of cooler weather
Well, what about
and a little mistiness, I don't know, maybe I'm swinging
Well,
a
that's
little bit.
but you talk
Could
about
I
the
be?
vibe.
I might be by weather.
Well, the vibe though is how were the people? What was the mood of a cool weather cruise versus a warm weather?
Well, I think the weather has a lot to do with it. Don't
Yeah,
you?
well, and that's
Okay.
it because when it's really warm and sunny, people are running out to grab the chaise lounges, and they're separated. Whereas in the cool weather cruise, people get together more inside, and we found people forming groups, and as Grandpa mentioned, playing games and just being more together. So I think a cool weather gives you a better overall vibe between the passengers.
Yeah, because a lot of times people are just by the pool all day or in the jacuzzi all day.
Taking naps.
And here they were actually meeting together. People you did not know you met and you played games.
Yeah,
and
people,
it was wonderful.
people were even brought their laptops out and they were doing work. So I think the cool weather gives you a better vibe.
Oh, time out. Time to toast.
Nope, toast time.
Toast to Kara. Again,
Cheers.
diva extraordinaire.
Anyway, we need to now talk about the crew. The crew is really the backbone of your enjoyment on any cruise you go to. And after talking to the crew here, we learned that Virgin Voyages really treats them well.
Yeah.
And that translates to a happy crew, makes a happy experience for all the sailors.
Yeah, the smiles, greetings, and not forced. Very warm. They make you feel like they are so excited that you are on board and sharing their experience too.
Yeah.
And so kudos to the crew.
Yep. So I have to say, we had the same experience on both of our Scarlet Lady cruises. So we have to say,
Brilliant Lady.
it's a tie.
Yeah.
The crew is down to a person phenomenal.
And they come from all over the world. And it's just wonderful to speak to them and maybe learn a little bit of their language. And for me, that's what travel and cruising is all about.
If you ever have a chance to speak with your crew, reach out to them, get to know them. They're really wonderful people.
Absolutely.
So, Grandpa, I think we need a drum roll.
Don't knock over that champagne or we'll have more than a
the
drum
champagne.
roll
Well,
going
I'm
on
worried
here.
about tipping the camera.
Yeah, don't hit my champagne.
Anyway, this is our final verdict on whether we prefer a warm weather cruise
Do we have to do this?
or a cool weather. Sorry, we promise.
Do we have to do this?
You go first.
Do we have to do this?
Taking it all in.
Okay. I think I think I kind of slipped over to the warm cruise side.
Grandpa's a warm weather. I have to admit, I agree. Now, the weather does have a part to play in any cruise you take, and we love being outdoors. We love sitting in our hammock on our balcony. We also, being from Arizona, we're not used to wearing lots of layers of clothes.
Wait, I'm going to change my mind.
You're going to change your mind.
I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back cold. Yes, I can.
And why are you changing to cold?
Because the landscapes of Alaska, the glaciers, the islands in the inlets, beautiful,
the whales,
the whales,
the orcas, the dolphins, the otter.
Okay, cold. I'm Alaska. I'm Team Alaska.
What can I say? I'm still, I guess, a desert rat. I love my sunshine, so I love the warm. So we split vote there.
Wait, I may change again.
No one trying to change. This video is almost over.
It's hard to be bi in this world, okay?
Oh, excuse me.
Well, I mean,
is this a surprise?
No, cold or
by
warm.
Cruise.
By cruise.
Anyway, I think suffice to say, whichever cruise you choose, you're not going to have a bad experience if you choose the cruise that's right for you, choose the line that's right for you. So do your research, ask questions. You can send us comments. We'd love to hear from you. And whether you're traveling around the world on a cruise or traveling through life, always travel your heart.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Bye, cruise. I don't know what the heck you're talking about.